Hello and good day. Today is March 12th of 2025 and we are on the heels. Now get this. This is a mouthful. We're on the heels of a total full blood moon lunar eclipse in Virgo with two planets about to be, well, one is about to be retrograde. That's Mercury on the 15th, but we are also in a retrograde for Venus. Yikes. So, just to give you a little bit of background here, or maybe foreground, let's say that. If you are in the United States, the middle of Tennessee and the state of Kentucky at between 2:30 and 3:30 a.m. the morning of the 14th, you will have a pretty good view of the moon. The blood moon is coming out. It is 3 times a year for this lunar eclipse. And I'm going to tell you, they always comes in threes. Don't know if you know that or not. But this one is especially going to be on point because with Venus being retrograde during this full moon, blood moon, total lunar eclipse, and about to go into Mercury, which is the communication planet, this is an invitation for us to slow down. But not only that, it is an invitation for us to keep watch because life is about to shift, and that is for everyone, and no one can hide from it. It's going to be a good shift. This is going to be a year, March 2025, I'm going to say this. This is going to be a very commemorative year with things that are going to be happening that we really never thought would. It is going to make a lot of things come to surface that we really need to see, that we really need to, we need to take care of, and especially in relationships as well, communication as well. The invitation of this planetary aspect is for you to take a breath, charge your crystals, cleanse, do some self-care, focus on you. It's not a bad time. It may be an intense time for some. It may be filled with some anxiety for others. But in the long run, this energy from this whole big transit happening is actually going to turn out to be positive. Yes, a Mercury retrograde can be positive as well. We're going to do something on that soon. But now, I want to see what the energy is like going into this because it's already started. This lunar eclipse has already started. It's coming into this point where it crosses in front of the sun. I don't know about you, but I, for one, think this is absolutely fascinating and awesome. Let's get you a telepathy oracle card, and we're going to see what Angels, Guide, Spirit wants to give us as a foundation for this reading. But before we do that, I want to welcome you to Your Fate and Fortune with True Oracle. I'm Lady Zelda Kelly, and this is it. Believe me, this is going to be, I think, life-changing for many of us. Opportunity and thoughts of open doors coming that we never thought would happen for us in a very positive way is on our way. It's on its way, on our way. Yes, on our way to be received. How's that? So now, here we go. Commitment. Very good card. Commitment is an important factor in building a successful relationship. I think it's a relationship in all areas. I believe commitment to our career, our job, our family, our friends, even commitment about taking care of our home, our animals, our fur babies. Having a commitment, especially during this time, is very important. I'm going to put this to the side, and then we'll come back to it if we need to. All right, now I have 3 decks out here. In honor of all of these transits, I have this really fun celestial tarot deck. Look at all the little planets and everything in there. I thought you would like that, and we're going to use that today. Then I have a deck I like to call the Old Boy. Now you're going to see it is messed up a bit, and it's because it's old. It's been through, as they say, the ringer, but it gives very good predictions. And we're going to finalize and finish up this forecast with the old style Lenormand. You're going to enjoy this one too. So, putting these to the side, there may be some energy in the cloth. If you see anything you want to let me know about, please do. And I just think this is such a wonderful time. You should embrace this time. Put your crystals out. Get ready. Everything is coming for our benefit. We'll do that. There's negative in everything. But let's pull out the positive so we know what we're up against, so we know how to make this work for us. That's what it's all about. Okay, my darlings, clearing the energy on the cloth and in the cards. Let's go. We're ready. Now, I've pre-shuffled these, and this is for all signs. This is for everyone. Take what resonates with you, and look what flips over is the Page of Swords first. And as we talked about communication, swords are air signs, communications, and wow. First and foremost, these are large cards, so I'm glad you can see those. We're just going to lay out a few here. The world, yes, the world's going to benefit from this. The Six of Cups. We're going to try to squeeze in one more card. The Five of Swords. All right, here we are. Putting those to the side there. So let me just make a little room here for our friends. You know the song that comes to mind? There's nothing I can say. Total eclipse of the heart. And that, I think, really pretty much rings true. How many of you now will be singing that all day and trying to listen to that? Well, this whole thing is telling us now, first and foremost, the world. This will affect the world. Everyone. Politically, financially, spiritually, physically. This is a good time to slow down, go through your own finances, go through things that you feel you need to possibly, change, modify, evaluate. But this is a time of where you're going to reinvent. I like that. These are the rewords because there's a retrograde, 2 of them. So reinvent yourself, reinvent your finances, your career, your home. But I like the swords because we talked about communication. The Page of Swords is telling us that there's more that we're going to be hearing about. There's more that we're going to be thinking about. There's more that we're going to be doing. Communications, I am going to say, be careful. And this is kind of a little warning that we don't want to have our communications during this Venus and Mercury retrograde to get away from us. It's an invitation for you to follow up and follow through. That's the way how you're going to get through this. I would not depend on any devices to get things through. If you haven't heard from someone that you've texted or emailed, send them off a little, I sent you a text, I hope you got it, type thing. People won't get mad. They should respond to you right away. The Queen of Wands, she has a lot that she's going to offer us. Intuition, first and foremost. She's the one who has the cat sitting in front of the throne, remember? She tells us that our fate is what we make it. We can have a project and have open doors and opportunity coming to us. So between the communication and this beautiful queen and the world, we're coming over here to this Six of Cups, and now we know this watery emotional time because we are in the sign of Pisces. I know, look out. All of this stuff is going on. It's like total eclipses, full moons, dogs and cats living together. What the heck, right? So this Six of Cups is there for us to understand that we may be going from choppy waters coming into this, but coming out of it, we will be going into much calmer seas. But it takes us, I don't know if you got that, my camera glitched. We will be coming out of choppy waters into much calmer seas. But it takes us, yes, you and I and the world, to recognize that sometimes if we want something done, we just have to get up and do it. That's it. We just have to do it, right? It's that commitment. There we go. A tree of life. It's that commitment that we have to make sure that we take care of in our lives. Pardon me, I hit the camera, oh my. Even a commitment in our lives to ourselves. A commitment to focus on us. What's wrong with that? You know, we tend to leave ourselves off left field when we are here for our friends, our family, our workplace, our fur babies, our home, and at the end of the day, we look around and we think, oh my goodness, if I just had 4 more hours. No, my darling. Slot some time out for you, even if it's 10 minutes a day. Let's see what this big old boy deck has to tell us. I'm looking forward to this deck. The Hierophant and Taurus energy. The Ten of Wands. Nice. The Wheel of Fortune. The Star, Aquarius energy. And the Yes card, the Nine of Cups. This is a beautiful reading for each and every one of us. And I include myself in this because you know what? This is fantastic. And the fact that the Wheel of Fortune lands on the World card, it may look, if you're looking at media, it may look like things are bad, but I'm going to say by the time we get to the summer of 2025, things are going to really be looking up. This Taurus energy and this Wheel of Fortune energy, we're going to read these together. This is a very spiritual time for us. It's an awakening. It's time for us to really look deep down in our inner selves and know that there is a divine higher power over us. And that is my cat Bilbo, who wants to chime in and agree. So there we are. So this Wheel of Fortune has many inner things. Now this can be a very dark card, but in this particular array of cards, it is very enlightening. You see, we have some little characters in 4 corners, and they're writing. They're keeping a journal. It's a spiritual journal because everything we do on earth, regardless if no one else is looking, is recorded. Our thoughts, words, and deeds. That's why it is very important to really think about our spiritual journey going forward, the ease of the mind, and including forgiveness, not only for yourself, but for others. Because you know what? Sometimes forgiveness isn't for that other person. It's mainly for ourselves. Lift the weight off your shoulders. That's what this is all about. This is a very spiritual card in other ways because you see it spells out the Torah, the T-O-R-A, which is the Hebrew book, which is equivalent to the first 5 books of the Bible, which is also called the Septuagint in the Greek. Another spiritual aspect of this card is you see all of these Hebrew letters in between those that spell the Torah. That and those are spelling out the name of God. Pretty cool, huh? So we know there's a high power over this, of course, because of the creation of all the planets, and there are reasons that go through this. Now, if you don't think that we don't feel these aspects, because I've met people in the past who have said, you know, I don't believe this stuff about planets and all this other stuff, Zelda. I think you're a little on the crazy side. Let me see what Bilbo wants. I'll be right back. Okay, he says he's sorry. Here we go. So the whole factor of all of these things coming about, and I don't want to lose my place, but there's so much going on here. We're just going to move on. The 10s in the tarot is the completion of a particular chapter that you've been going through as a journey. This 10 of wands, you see this fellow, he's laboring to hold these wands in front of him that represent all kinds of different areas of his life. He has now learned the lessons of that journey, and he's taking those lessons and now starting a new chapter and moving on. And that's what this time is all about. Now, lovely enough, this beautiful star card, aside from looking a little on the chilly side, she's got balance. She's got peace, wisdom, understanding. But this is a card that tells us that there's an intelligence. A part of this time, we need to use our noodle. We need to really think things through. It also indicates that, spiritually thinking, that we know that our prayers and meditation has been heard. That's really important because, sometimes it feels like we're out there alone, and we're not. Believe me. But it takes us sometimes to get up and do what we need to do in order to make a difference in our lives. Now, this little fellow, a lot of people say that he looks like John Travolta. John, if you're watching this, well, bless you. And you see there, we've got some little dings on this card, but that's okay. Look at this beautiful message, right? It's not about the cover of the book. It's about the message that it brings forward. Remember that. So now he's got these little cups lined up behind him, just like little trophies. He's accomplished a lot. Look at him. He's sitting there. He is ready to just jump up and dance. He's really been in a very good way. And this brings us the message of the Yes card. It is the wish fulfilled, the dream come true, and it is the desire of your heart and your goals within reach. This is amazing, and I'm so glad that this came out. And it's for you. It's for you today to know that you're going to make it through this time. Yes, it sounds harrowing, I know, but I want you to think about this. How many of these planetary aspects and transits have we lived through, and we haven't known a thing, right? How many do we think? It's amazing. But now that we know it, and now that we are aware, that right there, my darlings, is half the battle. Let's see what this Lenormand deck has to say. Clouds. King of Clubs. The Fish. King of Diamonds. And the Sun. The Ace of Diamonds. Yes, it does feel a little cloudy, and you know what? During this lunar eclipse, it may be cloudy. We may not be able to see it that well. And you know what? I invite you. There's plenty of video now. NASA will be broadcasting that where you can see the eclipse, maybe not in real time, but after. Well, yes, in real time, but after, if you want to take a look at it, it's pretty cool. But you're going to feel it. You're going to see it. But the fish, I'm going to say this. Fish are good luck, but not only that, we are in, once again, the sign of Pisces. So it's telling us that our emotions, maybe watery emotions, are going to be coming to light. But look at what happens. The Sun card, along with this Nine of Cups, well, skippity-doo-dah. That's exactly what you need to be thinking. Now is a time for your inner journey. So, what is the summary of this reading? Communication will heighten. You're going to have to follow up and follow through. You're also going to be seeing that there is going to be open doors and opportunity, but the more that your energy is put into it, if you're wanting something, research it. You will attract it. The world is watching. The world is seeing this. But with these aspects, be aware that it opens the can of worms. And you know what else happens? It starts stirring the pot a little bit. And you know what happens when you stir a pot that's been sitting? It might start stinking. And for those of you who watch other, I'm going to say, things unfolding, you're going to see that a lot of things that we need to view, see, recognize are being brought to the surface. Oh, so that perpetual can of worms is going to be opening like now, and we're going to start seeing it. We're going to see the colors of other people. They're going to be showing us their spots. And you know what else? I've said this in another video, and I'm going to say it now. This is one of the aspects that is going to bring through that and suddenly moment, that spiritual high power, and suddenly things happen like boom that change the course, because this will be an abrupt time for endings and new beginnings, like right together, start, end, new beginning. Sometimes we need that. I'm going to also say that this time is like a little creative whack on the side of the head. It's that wonderful time that we know we got to learn some lessons. We got to get back to the spiritual part of us so we can maintain our even emotions. Know that there is not a good side to this as well. Now, I'm not going to be so Pollyanna, but I'm not going to be Henny Penny either. The not so good side of this is you may see people that are trying to get away with something, but I guarantee they will not. It will be brought to the light. And also, with things carrying on the way they are in the world, you're going to be able to discern who we need to pay attention to and who we need to not so much pay attention to. There's a lot of things going on, my darling, but I would view this as being very positive. You're going to make it through. That's what this is all about. You're going to make it through. I mean, I'm going to say this is one of the best readings we've had in a long time. But your fate is what you make it. So create, get ready to put things away, open up new doors, because many good things are coming. Open your eyes, open your heart, open your mind, but protect yourself and know that you need the power of discernment now. And suddenly you will be feeling the effects of this total lunar full blood moon eclipse. I may have said that wrong, but it is what it is. You know what it is. Thank you so much for watching Fate and Fortune, True Oracle, and Lady Zelda. That's me. If you'd like to have a reading with me, please do me a favor. Check out the links in the description. I would love to have you here. This is a great community. And please consider subscribing. We're going to have a giveaway at 4,000 subscribers. The giveaway is going to be a reading with me. So let's get that subscriber count up to 4,000. And I'd love to have you here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave a link at the end of this video so you can stop over to our site and you can shop and look around and you can even see my bio. But until the next time, be well, be safe, be brave, and be ready. Good things are coming. See you soon.